I've been a Democrat for like 35 years, and I just recently changed to independent because I realize what's going on in this country. First of all, we're run by a pedophile ring that's just out of control. That's the backbone of America right now.
David, if we could set aside conspiracy theories, if you want to just focus on why you're supporting an independent.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and in today's whirlwind of news, a jolting statement emerged from C-SPAN, shaking up the nation's awareness. We're run by a pedophile ring.
Okay, I think mainstream media has just kept the independents out of the ring, especially RFK Jr. They're not giving him any airtime, and they want to keep the narrative right between the Republicans and Democrats.
This wild claim from a caller named David shed light on a troubling trend where supporters of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. not only championed his political ambitions, but also embraced his conspiracy theories.
And if anybody wants to hear anything that RFK Jr. has to say, all they got to do is look him up and hear what he has to say, because it's not a fair fight if a media is not giving anything to it.
As the call ensued, it became evident that the lines between loyalty and belief in unfounded rumors had blurred, sparking urgent questions about the state of truth in our society. Caller, frustrated with the media's portrayal of RFK Jr., veered into a tirade echoing his controversial views on vaccines, Big Pharma, and even JFK's assassination. Meanwhile, on CNN, a panel dissected the potential impact of RFK Jr.'s presidential bid.
And because he's a Kennedy, there's sort of, from the Dems, a sense of, well, he is a Democrat. And so he's pulling from both right now. But comments like this, ultimately, if I were Donald Trump, I would be very concerned that when voters become more educated on who RFK is, that he will pull much more from the MAGA anti-vax,
you think
right?
so?
I do think so.
You think he's more of a threat to Trump?
Here's the thing. I think that anybody who splits the broad anti-Trump coalition is dangerous. And so if you ask me my preference, it would be that RFK wasn't in there. But I do think once Dems are done sort of educating people about this guy, he will take more from Trump than from Biden.
As the gravity of RFK Jr.'s candidacy sunk in, the realization dawned that he posed a danger to the political landscape with his campaign fueled by conspiracy theories and misinformation. In today's political climate where democracy hangs in the balance, enabling figures like Trump and RFK Jr. who thrive on falsehoods pose a threat to the very essence of democracy itself. The portrayal of RFK Jr.'s campaign was one of lunatic fringe, with his rhetoric veering into the realm of conspiracy theories and baseless accusations. His followers, fueled by misinformation and distrust of the mainstream media, echoed his outlandish claims, contributing to a chaotic and divisive political landscape. As McCardle and the panelists grappled with implications of his candidacy, it became increasingly clear that RFK Jr.'s bid for the presidency poses a threat to the stability and integrity of the democratic process. In the aftermath of the chaotic calls and heated debates, one truth stood starkly clear. The dangers of enabling conspiracy theorists like Trump and RFK Jr. are not in line with a democracy. Our country and the world doesn't need to be led by charlatans who deny science and perpetuate lies in its place. Conspiracy theories are for the undereducated audience that can't comprehend the world around them. It is important for all of us as citizens to uphold the values of truth, reason, and accountability in our political discourse, lest we find ourselves swept away by the tide of falsehoods and misinformation. So kudos to Jake Tapper and John McCardle for presenting the facts. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.